Sorrowdusk Isle is shrouded in mystery. Rumors occasionally trickle back to Stormreach of powerful troll and ogre clans, and of cults who worship the Dark Six. But adventurers who leave for Sorrowdusk seem to never return. The story of Sorrowdusk Isle begins when adventurers run into Brother Mirashai, a priest, at the east end of House Beneath. The priest is looking for adventurers willing to risk danger in a journey to Sorrowdusk. A sea captain, Kurvik the Hound, recently went to Sorrowdusk looking for treasure, and while he was there, his crew was killed. Now, House Kundarak and the Silver Flame is sponsoring a mission to find out what happened to his crew. The noble adventurers, of course, agree to join, and they hop aboard the captain's ship and set sail for Sorrowdusk. While on the ship, the adventurers learn from Kurvik that the Dark Six used to be on the island, and that he hears it's still haunted. So what is the Dark Six? The Dark Six refers to one of the religions of Eberron. The Dark Six is a group of 6 evil gods who are cast out of the Sovereign Host, another religion of Eberron. These gods represent evil and destruction. They plot against the Sovereign Host at every turn. You might be wondering, how did Kurvik end up surviving when his whole crew was killed? Well, Kurvik explains to the adventurers that he survived because Bruku, an ogre elder, helped him. When Kurvik's crew was attacked initially, both ogres and trolls attacked, but Bruku decided to have mercy on Kurvik and saved him. Bruku ended up nursing Kurvik back to health, and when he was healthy enough, Kurvik ended up returning back to House Beneath. Upon arriving on the island, the adventurers seek out Bruku in an attempt to begin to unravel the mysteries of Sorrowdusk. Bruku explains that there's a conflict going on between trolls and ogres on the island. Hrag, the leader of the Grey Moon tribe, led ogres to new caves on the other side of the island due to this conflict, but the ogres were not happy in these new caves. After that, Hrag was overthrown by Grust, his nephew. Bruku was soon thrown out thereafter. Bruku doesn't know why he's been exiled from the tribe and why there's been so much hostility coming from Grust. What he does know is that Grust has kept the chief's son, Octa, as hostage. The adventurer's first assignment is to go and find Octa and free him. Once they do so, they are to report back to Bruku. The adventurers have to fight to free him, but they do free him. Upon freeing the ogre, he's too prideful to leave with the adventurers, so he leaves on his own and the adventurers return back to Bruku. Despite his actions, the ogres of Sorrowdusk remain loyal to Grust. There's only one thing that can be done. Bruku asks the adventurers to find Grust and assassinate him. This is the only way the tribe can be returned to its rightful leaders. The adventurers agree to do this. They seek out Grust, find him, and kill him. But upon doing so, they find another mystery. Trolls were there with Grust. Trolls and ogres normally don't work together. Grust had made a deal with the trolls. He would give the trolls the ancestral caves if the trolls helped him get control of the tribe. Grust had been working with trolls behind the back of the rest of the tribe in order to usurp power. Upon discovering this, it becomes imperative that the adventurers seek out and eliminate all trolls that had been working with Grust before they come after the rest of the ogres. The adventurers do this, and at the time, all seems to have been solved. However, upon returning to Bruku, he explains that he's had a dream, and in it, he sees more trolls on the island. The adventurers return back to the caves to search for additional trolls, and they find them, and they kill them. However, they also find dark clerics, evidence of the Dark Six returning to Sorrowdusk. After discovering that the Dark Six were involved in the ogre-troll dispute, Bruku asks the adventurers to go to a temple outpost on the island to see what the cultists there are up to, and while they're there, free any ogre slaves. Bruku then tells the adventurers to seek out Hrag for additional instructions. The adventurers go to the temple outpost and discover that the cultists there are indeed keeping ogre slaves, and these ogre slaves are being used as sacrifices to the Dark Six. After the adventurers free the prisoners, the Dark Six no longer has any hold over the Grey Moon tribe. In a conversation with Hrag about the Dark Six's evil doings, it's decided that the best course of action is to go find a spellbook called the Libram of the Six in the temple outpost on the island. Hrag believes that reading this book will unlock the secrets in discovering what the cultists who follow the Dark Six are up to on the island. The adventurers do just this. They invade the temple outpost, kill the high priest, and bring the book back to Hrag. While Hrag is busy reading the Libram of the Six, the adventurers pillage altars created by followers of the Dark Six on the island. This reduces the power of the Dark Six and frustrates its followers. When the adventurers finished pillaging, they returned to Harag, who had studied part of the libram of the Six, and discovered that the corpses of old priests from long ago were being raised by the Dark Six followers, creating rites on the island. To stop this, the adventurers now must go and find and kill the Dark Six leader, Prelate. The adventurers do indeed go find Prelate and kill him, but that doesn't solve the problem. Creatures like mephits are still running loose on the island. In response to this, the adventurers go find and destroy summoning fires that are spawning the mephits. After doing so, the adventurers find out what the end goal is for followers of the Dark Six on the island. A bishop is going to the temple as they speak to perform a ritual that will summon an army of fire reavers and call on the Fury, one of the 6 gods making up the Dark Six. This bishop is a Scorpion Dark Elf hybrid, and the story of Sorrowdusk Isle ends as the adventurers go meet this bishop, kill him, and destroy the idol of the Fury to stop this ritual.